Hey guys, you are welcome to another episode of the Journey series with Truthfully Evolving, and I am super excited to be here today. It's been a long time coming. I've been off for like 2 months, okay, and personally, I feel like it was needed. I needed that space to myself, I needed to connect with myself more, and I needed to, spend more time with myself, okay, um, but the good news is I'm back and I'm better, okay? And I think for me, that's the important thing about life, learning and growing and evolving, which is what this channel is all about. Truthfully evolving, evolving in your truth and owning your truth as well. And for me, each time that I zone out from the world and zone in with myself, I tend to learn new things about life generally, not just about myself but life generally. So for me, it's been like a journey. Like, I mean, that's what this series is all about. The journey series is all about the journey. And life is like, it's an endless cycle. So it's not, when you get to a point, you be like, oh, this is the end for me. Nah, the end, I do not believe that death is the end. I believe that death is the beginning, right? But that's another story for another day. So, but in regards to today's message, I tend to spice things up a bit, okay, because I've been going on with journey series, and that's just what it is. But I feel like I need to spice up something a little bit. So the journey series still continues, but the theme in regards to today's message is striving into more. So this is the theme that we'll be using for as long as, whenever, I don't know how long, but we'll just use this theme for as long as, okay. So the theme in regards to this chapter of the journey series is thriving into something more. I was sleeping actually, and then this message came to me, and I thought, okay, why not just put that into in the channel and add that for people that are evolving into their truest self. So I just thought, okay, this is the best time to do that. So driving into something more is more like delving into a part of ourselves that we do not realize, or we've not really tapped into, or we've not really recognized, and which is really important in our journey. So okay, so the theme is thriving into something more, and today's episode, which should be like our episode 1, yeah, is taking control of your life while at the crossroad between the old and the new. Okay, and let me say this topic is really important to me, because I remember in 2019 when I started this journey, this was something that I really did not know that I was delving into until 2022, when I realized that, okay, this is what the journey has been so far. So I know that there are tons of people that are already, or possibly getting ready to move into this cycle, and to be honest, it's not something that you should be scared of. I feel like every time that a phase or a cycle comes into our timeline, if that's the word, I feel like it is really important for us to embrace it first of all, because rejecting it is what causes more harm, but embracing it and understanding it is what opens us up to a new world of revolution, if that makes sense. Okay, so the key words for today, the first thing here is crossroad. Okay, and when I received the download, when I received the word crossroad, what I was being shown was someone standing in between two different paths, right? Like someone in the middle, thinking or contemplating, should I go to the left side or should I go to the right side? Okay, and for me, to be honest, I would really want to be specific. When you are at the crossroad, this is a very tricky position to be at, because you are battling with the old and the new. You're battling with the past and the present, and the future as well. So many times when people do not understand that phase, they tend to fall back into the old, they tend to go back into the previous way of doing things, and it really keeps them stuck. So when this message came in, the story that I was being told, that came to the divine shared with me, was the story of Lot's wife, Sodom and Gomorrah. I know, for those of you that know the story, So in this context, in regards to today's message, we will take a look at Sodom and Gomorrah, not as a city or a town or a village or a country. We will take that to be circumstances. We will take that to be issues. We will take that to be things that no longer serves our highest good. And then we will take Lot's wife that turned to a pillar of salt to be a stock energy, STUCK, stock energy. Okay, I feel like I'm speaking to a group of people, someone that is at the crossroad. It's like you're there and you're thinking, where should I go to? And you need to realize that where you are right now is where you are meant to be. And I know you've heard that so many times, but I want to say this to you clearly. Many times people tell you, oh, you're where you're meant to be, where you're meant to be, but they don't really tell you specifically where you're at. And I'm here to tell you, like, where you are right now, you are at the crossroad or the crossroad, but you are in between the old life and the new life. And for those of you that have been praying, wishing, manifesting, anticipating for something, I don't know what it is. I don't want you to think that you need to wait for it to come. I want you to see that it's already in you, like it's there already. And I think that's the problem. Sometimes we tend to pray and ask for something, but we do not have that belief that it's already there because we've not seen it manifest in the physical realm. And that's the trick. That's why I said the crossroad is a tricky position to be because you are at the point where you're standing at the particular point where you're meant to stand. But what do you do while you're there? Okay, what are you doing while standing there? What are you doing while you're in that place? You see, many times we get confused because we just keep going round and round and round in circles because we've not really understand, okay, what position we are. And understanding the position where you are right now will help you move into your next season. And the first word, like I said, the first key word for today is crossroad. So you are at a crossroad and you need to make a decision, okay, which is the second key word for today, decision. You have to make a decision, and in that decision, it's your decision while in that waiting point when you're there is what bets your testimony, is what bets your new level. It's what unlocks your new level or takes you back to your old level. And let me say this, whatever it is that was being taken away from you in the past, this could be person, this could be places, this could be an environment that you moved away from, this could be like a job where it no longer serves you, this could be like a relationship that ended, this could be an habit, this could be an addiction, this could be mindset, beliefs, it could be anything, literally like anything that no longer serves your purpose. It was meant to be removed from your life because the old has been prohibited from coming into your new. The old is not meant to be in your new. And it's taking me back to the scripture that says you cannot pour new wine in old bottle. The old cannot move with you into the new. So the people that was removed from your life, they were meant to be out. And you need to understand that people are part of your story. Look, these people that were in your life, the stories or the situation, the experiences that you had, it was meant to happen. Because if that hadn't happened, you wouldn't be here in this crossroad where you have to make this decision right now. So those people that were in your lives, they were part of your story. They were meant to be in your life. Okay? So, and the moment they left, that was the end of it. You don't need to go back there. You don't need to, look back like Lot's wife. Okay? That Sodom and Gomorrah, that circumstances, that friendship, that connection, it has ended. There is nothing to go back to. So let me be the one to tell you, do not go back, because I'm hearing that. Do not go back. Do not go back to those things that God brought you out from. And I'm hearing the scripture, I am your Lord thy God that brought you out of the land of Egypt. Okay? Do not go back to those things that no longer serves your highest good. Do not go back to those things that, will put you back in your stock energy. Like Lot's wife, when she turned back, she became a pillar of salt, which means she was stuck. She did not move anymore. And that's what many of you, if you choose to go back to those things that no longer serves your highest good, you will be stuck. And I mean, like, you will be stuck. You will be stagnant. And That is why it is very, very tricky in this position, because you are getting closer to something bigger than yourself. Like what you're about to witness is something that you've never experienced before. But while you're where you are, you have to make a decision. Because it's crazy how many times we say, oh, God will do this and God will do that. We're waiting for God to do something, and we just don't want to play any role in our lives. I remember last year I was in a very toxic relationship, to be honest, and there were so many signs that I needed to leave that relationship. But I was like, oh, God will remove this person, because I was already used to God removing people that no longer serves me. So I was like, God will just remove this person from my life. And to be honest, I heard clearly, you have to do it on your own. You have to stamp your foot on the ground and say you don't want this or you want this. You have to make the decision. And it really did not dawn on me at that point when I heard that. But when I continued to pray, the message kept coming like, you have to end it. You have to be the one to end it. That's when you know you've learned the lesson. That's when you know you're ready to evolve. You need to realize that, look, many endings are just meant to be endings. Like, you don't have to take people along with you. Everybody cannot come with you. Certain habits cannot go with you. Certain addictions cannot go with you. Certain mindsets, certain beliefs, certain people, certain environment, you cannot go. Look, they cannot go with you. With where God is taking you to, not everybody can come along, and you have to be okay with that. Even if it means disconnecting from families, people that mean so much to you, you have to be okay with that. Okay, so you are at a crossroad and you're being asked to make a decision. Do you want to go back, or do you want to keep going forward? Because if you want to go back, if you choose to go back, right, you will be stuck. And then, which takes me to the next keyword, which is control. First, understand that you're on a crossroad. Then understand that you have to make a decision, and then understand that you have to take control of your life. Taking control of your life is the defining factor of who you are. Understanding that you own yourself. Okay? So anything that you say goes. There are people that pray to God, oh God, I need money, oh God, I need this, oh God, I need that. And they think that they are ready for that, but they are not ready. And in this stage where you are right now, you have to be in control of your life. You have to understand that nobody else can control your life. Nothing outside of yourself can control you. You have the power to control yourself, your life. Okay, in the sense that many of you will be presented with people from the past that will try to tell you, you know what, let's go and do this again, let's go and try this again, and then you give in. That means that you are not ready for this next season of your life. And the next season of your life is not where you are meant to learn how to control your life. The next season of your life is where you've already mastered the art of being in control. So if you think that where you are right now is not where you're meant to be, then you're lying to yourself, because you think you know everything. You think you've learned so much about yourself. You think you've graduated from this life school. But you need to understand that being in control of your life, I feel like that's the last step, which is something that you have to do. You've prayed, you've fasted, you've called on God, you've done this, you've done that. It is time for you to make that decision and ask yourself, do I want to go front or do I want to go back? Do I want to step into the new or do I want to go back to the old? And walking into the new is saying, I am now in control of my life. That means no habits can control me. Addiction cannot control me. Certain mindsets cannot control me. Certain beliefs cannot control me. People cannot control me. My emotions cannot control me. That's you being in control of your life. But going back to the old is like you're allowing those things to control you. And that is where God already pulled you out from. And going back to that is like you've not learned the lesson. So you have to choose wisely. Make the right decision, because you are in between the old and the new. And this is the turning point where everything, like your life, changes for good or for bad. This is the turning point, I'm telling you. This is the point where your life changes for good or for bad. So be thankful for where you are right now. I'm telling you, like, people don't really understand opportunity. People just see opportunity from another perspective. But I think, like, if you dive deep, you will see that opportunity comes in different ways. You might be saying, oh, my friends are ahead of me, or my friends are doing better than me, or why am I still here? Your friends, they might still be struggling with something outside of themselves. Maybe something else controls them. Maybe money controls them. Maybe social media controls them. Maybe their fleshy desires controls them. Maybe their thoughts controls them. You never can tell, and you feel like, oh, because they're doing well on the outside, you think they're not being controlled by something else. And you being where you are right now, you need to be thankful for where you are, because this is where things change for you. This is an opportunity in disguise. People don't see opportunities in different ways. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So understanding that you owe it to yourself to take control of your life while you are at the crossroad, while you're waiting for that big break, you need to take full control of your life. What happens when your friend from years back comes back, or let me say an ex from the past that did something wrong to you, comes back into your life and tells you, I'm sorry for what I did to you, and this person has done so many things to you, like more than twice, like 3 times, 4 times, countless times, right? And then they come back again. You've been single for a while, and then this person comes back again and say, oh, I'm sorry that I hurt you, I didn't mean to, and then you take this person back. What does that make you? It means that you've not really learned from the lesson. You've not really learned from the experience. And experiences always present itself to us every time, because we need to evolve. When you learn, you evolve. When you learn, you evolve. When you learn, you evolve. And when you fail to learn from it, you repeat the cycle, which is another topic for another day. So many of you, or few of you, or to whoever this message resonates with, you are where you are meant to be right now. This crossroad, this is where you are meant to be, and this is where you need to master the art of control, where you have to stop letting anything outside of yourself control you and start letting you control the situation. Okay, so I think that's all I have to say in regards to this message. Make sure that you make the right choice, make sure that you make the right decision, and so that when you look back at your life, you'll be grateful that you really made the right choice. Because if you don't, you will be haunted by it, and I don't want the case whereby someone will be filled with so much regret. There are things that no longer serve you. You know them. I don't know every one of you personally, but you know the things that if you search within yourself, you know that these things, they no longer serve you. You know these things. So do not let those things control you anymore, because you've been pulled away from that in the first place. So learn to be in control of your life and control the situation. That way, your ancestors, your spirit guides, the divine knows that you are ready to move into your next season. You're ready to move into your next season. And like I said, your next season is not where you have to learn how to control. Your next season is where you've already mastered the art of being in control. Don't think that everything that you went through was just a game. Don't think that you're just playing a game. Don't ever think like that. All of the experiences, they are preparing you for your season. And how do you say you're prepared when you get to your season and you're still being controlled by your emotions, by people, by things? Okay? So it is really, really important to make the right decisions now, and thank yourself for making the decision that you've made. So I hope this message resonates with somebody out there. All right, till next time, divine blessings.